I'm joined today by Linda, who is the founder of Big and Brassy, which is a big brass band event down in Berkshire. So welcome, thanks for joining us today, and to tell me a bit more about your event. So a bit about you to start off with. So Linda, so where did your
I
life in
oh,
brass banding start?
it started in when I was 11. That was a long time ago. Down in Cornwall, actually. Went on holiday with the family. Went to a holiday flat, and St Agnes Silver Band were playing outside the flats. And I looked down out of our holiday flat and said, "I'm going to play one of those when I go to big school." My parents were not musicians. None of us knew what it was. Turned out to be a cornet. And when I went to big school, I duly took up the cornet. I actually gave up music when I left university for about 20 years and came back into it through my children. And I am so glad I did. Through the music, I met my current husband, who was 24 years in the military with the para band
Oh,
as a euphonium player. So he's a real brass player.
oh,
I
excellent.
just do it for fun.
There's just something really special about brass banding in there that you can't, nothing compares to it, does it?
No,
It
you can't get away from it. It's just the camaraderie. I still look back fondly at photographs of school events, and band events as well, I think, that we did at school. The music centre all came together. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
it's I think the thing that I'm starting to notice in like modern society is with the a lot of the governments removing music from schools, it's getting a little bit worrying, isn't it? Really. So
It is, I mean, my husband says that he had the best years in army music. The army music has now gone downhill as well. They're getting rid of a lot of the bands. It's becoming the core of army music. When he was in, it was the para band, and he said again the camaraderie of being in a band within the army was amazing, and he's been all over the world with the music as well. But we are now getting on in life, and we just do it for fun now. But we want to make sure that everybody can be involved. So we make sure that we've got youngsters coming through school who can be involved. So I think Brassy, our youngest player, I believe she's 8, maybe 7, but she's going to come and sit in for a little while in a big band, and then right through to our band president, who's 92 and still playing. So we've got everybody.
oh, it's excellent. I mean, it's a great. That's the thing I always found that's brilliant about brass banding. It does attract people of all different abilities and all ages, and it's just quite unique in that sort of thing, really. And I think for me, brass banding just seems to it steps away a little bit from the elitism of some other music genres. But moving on, so Big and
Yeah.
Brassy. What's Big and Brassy? For anyone who's
Okay.
never heard of it, describe it.
Okay, so it started out again from that community aspect. A friend of mine was playing in a band. Her band wasn't big enough to go out and play on the local bandstand, so they combined with another band. We went to listen, and we said there must be so many smaller, non-contesting bands who don't get the opportunity to play with a full set of instruments on a large concert stage. So we decided into 2017 was the first Big and Brassy, and we brought together 8 bands at the time, um, with about 70 of us on stage on that occasion, brass and percussion players, under the direction of a gentleman called Paul Speed, who is an amazing musical director and so supportive of community level banding. But we decided to make it for a weekend. So we had one day playing, and the next day we thought, well, it would be a shame not to actually do something with what we've practiced all day. Let's do a concert. So we actually hired the local theatre at great expense and ended up making money out of it as well. So we then became known as the charity band because we don't take any money for ourselves. Everything we make goes to charities. So we have supported a variety of local and national charities. Uh, we also support now Brass for Africa. We were so we have, as I say, we had about 70 on the first Big and Brassy. We've been up to 80 players on stage, but generally post-COVID, we're still back around about the 70 mark in the band. Made up this year, I believe we have people coming from 16 different bands.
Oh, excellent. So do you get many lot of people coming to watch, from the local community and further afield?
We used to get a good audience. Trouble is, people don't want to go out to live music, and some of our bands involved, they have a very, very good following, but they only follow them at their own village hall. They won't come out to another place, and it's really hard to persuade people to come. But we're trying to target schools, care homes, everybody from any walk of life who can come in. So this year's Big and Brassy concert will actually be a free concert. Hope we appeal to more people, and we're planning on retiring donations and cakes to raise our money for charity this year.
Oh, excellent. So
We've got
it's completely free then. So anyone who wants to come,
completely free.
just get a ticket online and then you turn up.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. I'll send you the details of the online ticketing. But yes, anybody come along. Just come up. The only reason we're ticketing it is so that we've got some idea for numbers for fire regulations and things, and some idea of who's going to be turning up. But yes, you could turn up on the door as well. It's at the beautiful, beautiful Wellington College. They have a lovely performing arts centre in Wellington College. So the grounds are spectacular. The building is spectacular. The college is very supportive. So we also hopefully will be involving a number of students from Wellington as well.
Oh, sounds amazing. So what kind of music would, what are you planning to play this year? Have you got some plans in place? Is it all top secret?
No, it's definitely not top secret. No, it's a goodly selection. Our theme this year is Best of British.
Best of
British.
So,
yes, Best of British. But we didn't want to go down the traditional proms route. We thought that was probably boring. So anything qualifies for Best of British if it has anything to do with Britain in the title. So Battle of Britain Suite we're doing, Ron Goodwin. We also go with any British composer or arranger. So we've got, I think it's Dark Side of the Moon, arranged by Paul Lovett Cooper.
Yep.
We've got Good Old Men of Harlech. Calling Cornwall, Gough Richards, awesome Glasgow Overture, and of course, who can do a brass band concert without Holst and the First Suite in E flat?
Oh, sounds absolutely amazing.
So we've got a very, very varied programme. Slightly suspect ending, but you'll have to Britishness, but you'd have to be there to find out why.
Right, so Big and Brassy, absolutely fantastic event on the 11th of May, starting at 2:30.
Correct.
So if you want any tickets, I will put a link on the website. Thanks for joining me today. Really appreciate it.
No, it's been lovely. Thank you very much.